I think it's a little bit of an overreaction. I think that if you look at the way that the market has kind of put Amazon on a pedestal, um, I think that you'll see that any kind of news that is negative or isn't perceived as, a perfect result is going to weigh heavily on Amazon stock. They still had really good earnings, and if you look at their revenue miss, a lot of it was mostly based on international business, which is still kind of an expanding area for the company, but is still going to be an important part for the future.
And so, yeah, and there were some bright spots here too. I mean, if we talk about the ad revenue itself, that whole line that Amazon is on track to generate $10 billion a year from its advertising business. Already, the advertising revenue was increasing by, I think, more than many expected. So, why aren't investors welcoming this bit of news more?
I think that it's a bit of short-sightedness. I think long term, Amazon's making a lot of the right moves, and I think this is a one quarter kind of situation. And I think that if you look at their businesses, like their cloud, it's still really strong, and that's been a huge profit center for the company. So for them to take such a beating on the market because they missed revenue, I think is a bit of an overreaction. But they also had lower projections for the next quarter, which I think compounded that negative sentiment.
So, Angela, I guess the basic problem is that it just trades on such a high multiple, a 100-time multiple, whatever, that any sign of a slowdown in revenues and implicitly maybe a slowdown in earnings to come, how can you justify those sort of multiples?
The truth is, I think most of the tech sector is very overvalued. So when you have these kinds of, bad, earnings results, or in this case, bad revenue, it makes a huge impact and it swings the stock really heavily. I think Amazon is, really a very highly, appreciated stock by investors because it's grown so much. But people are also easily disappointed when it doesn't perform as they expect it to. And that's why I think you're seeing this huge drop in the share. But I don't think it will be a long-term thing. I think they're also being very conservative on their estimates. So I think they'll actually probably do very well in Q4 as opposed to what people are expecting.
Hey everybody, it's Hadley Gamble from our new CNBC Middle East Bureau in Abu Dhabi. Thanks for stopping by. Now to watch more, you can try one of the videos that just popped up on your screen. And don't forget to subscribe.